babe. Rashida, Latifa, please comment on the chat box. And Hidayat, comment on the chat box. What's your occupation? Are you a student? Yeah, Yomide is a program coordinator and a bank end developer. Hidayat, what's your occupation? Are you a student? Are you an accountant? Are you a lawyer? Okay, you're an enumerator. That's perfect. What about Rashida? What's your occupation? Okay. So as not to waste our time, let's just dive into the workshop. So before I share my slides, I will need to ask another question. Just like I said that we want this workshop to be an engaging one, to be an interactive one. I don't want to be the only one talking. Do you get? That's the essence of the community. So I want us to talk. So if you know you are shy or you are in a lousy place, you can comment. Please, can anybody type on the comments on the chat box what the theme of this workshop is? What's the title of this workshop? What's the theme of this workshop? I'm sure you probably saw it on the flyer or on the caption. What's the workshop? Please comment on the chat box the theme, the title of this workshop. I will be waiting. I'm waiting because of time. We have 30 seconds to do that. What's the theme of this workshop? The title? I'm waiting. It's on the flyer, or you can decide to open the flyer now or the caption and quickly check. It's only Rashida that has commented. Latifa, Idayat. Please, you guys can quickly check the flyer or the caption to check the theme or the title of the power of visuals. Thank you. Thank you for that comment. So yeah, power of visual communication. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your response, everybody. So welcome once again. Yeah, Kike Lomo already introduced me. But let me just do a quick introduction. My name is Mariam. Mariam Manifosh. You can see my picture there. Yeah, that's me. So I'm Mariam Manifosh. I'm the community manager for UnleashHer. So we at UnleashHer community we empower women just like me, just like you, women, ladies, girls, female gender entirely. We empower them through tech by providing them with tech resources, mental health support, safe space, etc. So let me just stop from there. I'm not here to create awareness for the community. Right? I'm only here to to impact what I know, the little that I know on fellow women like me. So I'm here not only to impart but to learn from all of us. Yeah. So you're welcome once again. So just like you others have commented that the theme of this workshop is power of visual communication. The power of visual communication. So and yeah, our occupation, we have students here, we have backend developer, we have enumerator, we have quantity surveyor transition into UI UX design. That's awesome. So, and in all these are fields, in all these are areas, we need presentation slides in one way or the other. At one point in time in our career, like are you a student? If you're a student, you sure need presentation slides. Like Naomi now. Naomi is a student, so she will sure need presentation slides, probably to defend her final year project, or it could be a group project or a class group project. It could be a class assignment that you need to like defend. So probably your lecturer asks you to like present a presentation slide to defend your assignment or your project, whichever the case may be. So then for professionals Rashida, like like Hidayat, yeah, welcome Khadija. That's our accountant. So you're welcome. So in one way or the other, so you need
Good
presentation
evening.
slides. Good evening, Khadija. You're welcome. So in one way or the other, you need presentation slides, obviously, in your career, like as an enumerator, as a backend developer. Let's say in your field, you need to like present your monthly, it could be your monthly task report or sales report, just like Khadija, who is an accountant. You may need to like prepare presentation slides for sales reports or whichever report you want to come up with. It could also be a proposal, product proposal or product launch as a startup, somebody working in a startup company or in any company. So you need presentation slides in at one point in time in your life, in your career. Sorry, yeah, in your career. So, and another thing is, I'm not here to teach you. I'm sure you all know, you all be hearing, oh, presentation slides, designing presentation slides. Like in that our flyer, I'm sure you saw power of visuals, how to elevate your presentation using images and graphics, right? So, what I want to say is, I'm not here to teach you how to be a graphic designer. Yeah, although I'm a graphic designer, but I'm not here to teach you how to design graphics, how to be a graphic designer. But I'm here to show you how you can navigate through preparing your presentation slides. How you can do that easily and faster, you get. So in more than like 20 to 30 minutes max and the likes. And also how to make your presentation slides engaging, how to make and keep your audience engaged with your slides, how to interact with your slides and the likes. So let me just share my screen now. Okay. Yeah, we have the screen. Please, can you see my slides? If you can see my slides, you can unmute or you can.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, just like I said, our theme for today's workshop is the power of visuals. How you can elevate your presentation using images, using icons, using graphics. Using graphics are icons, images, anything, any visual elements, how you can use them to elevate, how you can use them to boost your presentation. So moving on to the next slide. Sorry about that. So what's our number one slide preparation struggle? So as a this question is directed to everybody. So I want to hear our biggest challenge. You can send your big that the answer to this question on the chat box. So tell me, I want to know your biggest challenge when it comes to you preparing slides. So I want to know, what's your biggest challenge? What's the number one biggest challenge? Like, is it when you want to choose the right images to use, or when you want to organize your content during your slide preparation, or is it something else? Please, I want us to comment on the chat box. We have 30 seconds to do that. Yeah, yeah, I want this workshop to be an interactive and engaging one. That's why I'm throwing all these questions to us. Please, you can comment on the chat box. Okay, Kikelomo, choosing the right template. Thank you. Okay, Rashidat, I'm waiting. Khadija, Latifa, Ayomide, I'm waiting. Naomi, what's your biggest challenge when it comes to you preparing your presentation slides? Oh, you are not going to comment. I will just assume that you don't have any challenge, oh, that you guys are pro, that you don't have any challenge when it comes to you preparing your presentation slides. Okay, so I'll be waiting for all of us. I'll be waiting for our response. Let's just move to the next slide. So our next slide, yeah, you're welcome to the workshop once again. So this is me officially welcoming you to the workshop. Don't mind the images. Sorry. Don't mind the picture. These are not our real face. So, but all the same, we are welcoming you officially to the workshop. So thank you for joining. So this workshop will be a collaborative space. So feel free to ask questions at the end of the workshop during the Q&A session. So, and our goal is to make your presentation slides stand out. So moving to the agenda and timing. Moving to the agenda and timing. So here's our roadmap for today. So we start by going through the theoretical aspects. For the next 30 minutes, I'll be taking you through the theoretical aspects, which talks about the presentation tips, how you can start with why your visuals matters. Then you get hands-on with Canva. Canva is a software or an application that you can use to like prepare your presentation slides. You get, so 40 minutes we go into the practical aspects, then we have a tea break, then question and answer session and quiz. Thank you. So now to the next slide. Why pictures beat words? Yeah, Kike mentioned something about Kike mentioned something about picture talks louder than words or something like that. Yeah, he made mention of something like that. And I'm sure we've all heard, and if we've not heard, that a picture is worth 1,000 words. Yeah, picture speaks louder than words. This is true because our brains process images 60,000 times faster than text. This is not me saying it. No be them say, them say, them say. This is science, cognitive science. You get, and it says that our brain processes images, and we as human beings we are living proof of that. That's our superpower of being human being. Our brains process images, process visuals 60,000 times faster than text, faster than words. And visuals, they help your audience, they help our audience understand ideas immediately. So it's like you replacing a chat, as a as an accountant now, Khadija. So just imagine you replacing a chart where you should use like a bar chart to explain your report. You replace it with a paragraph of numbers. People will not be able to like grasp that idea immediately. So that's one of the power of visual. That's why pictures they beat words faster. It's words Picture words 1,000 words. So this will now lead us to the next my next slide. I'm not sure our next slide now because I don't want a situation whereby you guys will be craving food, because the next slide will be talking about food, what I eat, what you eat. You may be a fan of that food, sha, but let's wait and see. So in my next slide, we need to explore this our superpower. This superpower of you being able to your our brain being able to process images 60,000 times faster than text. Okay, so let's move there. So now to my next slide. So this is a poll, and this poll is about you selecting a slide that makes you crave pizza. I don't know if I'm the only fan of pizza o. If you know you're a fan of pizza, please comment pizza on the chat box so that you know that I'm not alone in this. Like, I'm a fan of pizza. I crave pizza like like almost every week. So yeah, Rashida is a fan of pizza. That's cool. So I'm guessing Khadija and others, they are not fan of pizza. That's cool. No problem. So I'll be showing us in the next slide. I used to be, but the color shades me. I know, right? Yeah. Don't worry. I might end up buying a pizza for you before the end of this workshop. Don't worry. I got you. So what's wrong, Kike? So I'll show you the next two slides. So you guys, we need to like select the slide that makes you crave pizza or that makes you hungry. So this is the first one. I'll show you the second slide now. So we have slide A. So this slide A, just imagine you have you are invited to a particular presentation, and the presenter wants to talk about, or is talking about pizza toppings. You get, like for pizza now, we have different toppings. We have the fish topping. If you're a fan of pizza, you relate more with this. We have beef topping, we have the cheese one, we have the chicken one. And this person is trying to explain to you that, oh, we have different choice of pizza toppings. Oh. We have the fish topping, you see, we have the beef topping, and we have the cheese topping, and also the chicken topping. So this for this first slide, this is what this person is trying to tell you, that okay, oh, this is the choice of pizza that we have. I want us to look at this slide very, very well before I move to the next one. Okay, so I'll move to the next one now. So we have slide B. So imagine, so we have slide B. Imagine someone, that another person, you attend a presentation and another person present this kind of slide to you that, oh, I'm a presenter and I want to tell you, this is my particular slide. It's telling you that, oh, we have different choice of pizza toppings. We have the sheep toppings, we have the cheese topping, and we have the beef topping. You get, the person show you this slide B. You get, the person is presenting with this slide B, and we have another person that is presenting with this slide A. So let me now go back to the poll. You as the audience, which of the slide will you select? Which of the slide make you crave pizza? Which one makes you go hungry? Please, I need our response. I need our response. Is very, 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 very important. We have BBB. Naomi, are you there? Which of these particular slide makes you crave pizza? Okay. So give me a moment, please. I'm coming. Give me a moment. Trying to adjust my. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'll reshare my screen. Okay. Trying to sense. Okay. I'll share now. We have BB. Naomi, I'm waiting. Which of these slides makes you crave pizza? Naomi, Latifa, are you guys still here? Are you guys still here? Are you guys still here? Okay, so I'll share my screen back now, guys. Okay, isn't perfect. Okay, so let me reshare now. Yeah, don't worry, I'll go back. I'll reshare now. I don't know what was wrong with my slide. Hope you can see my screen now. I believe you can see my screen now. Okay, thank you. So Naomi, this is slide A and this is slide B. So which of these two slides makes you crave pizza? So you can comment your answer in the slide B. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. B. Yeah, that's the power of visuals. That's what I was talking about. The power of visuals. So, and the thing is, and this brought us now to why visual matters. So there's this rule of thought. Should I call it rule of thought? That our brain loves pictures, and people remember 65 of what they see, 65% of what they see. but we only remember 10% of what we read. So just like I showed you in those two slides, that I'm sure by now with our cognitivity or our brain power, I'm sure you are still remembering that picture of those pizza toppings compared to the words. So that's the power of visuals. Visuals communicate faster than words. You're able to, like, using those the images of those pizza toppings, the presenter will be able to is able to communicate to the audience that, oh, this is what I'm talking about, using images. So, and also one thing about good design is that it boosts credibility. Like, it makes you look professional. It keeps your audience engaging when you are when you are presenting. So, and visual, it sticks in memory longer. Yeah, I'm sure even till night you still be remembering that toppings, the pizza toppings that I showed you, those images. That's the superpower of our brain. That's what it has. So, and another example I can show us, that I can cite, is you just imagine you explaining teamwork, as in teamwork, team work, teamwork. Just you imagine explaining teamwork with a paragraph. You're like, oh, teamwork is something, something is something, something, versus you using image of footballers doing like high five. Just imagine the two. You are using paragraph to explain what teamwork is, and you are using images to like explain what teamwork is by showing image of athletes, footballers or athletes doing high five. I'm sure that the images is more powerful than that. So moving on to the next slide. This next slide takes us to where visuals can be used. And I remember, I don't know if you remember, at the beginning of this workshop, I told us to like comment on the chat box our occupation. Some of us said we are students, some of us said we are back-end developers, someone said she is a quantity surveyor, another accountant. So visuals can be used in so many areas, in many aspects. You can use visuals in academic presentations. As a student now, you can use visuals to what? To defend your, is it your final year project as a final year student. You can use visuals when it comes to you presenting slides for your group projects, for your conference paper presentation, probably as a postgraduate student. You can use it even in your class assignments where you need to like defend your assignments, then you can use visuals in that case. Then also as an accountant or as a professional, you need visuals for your office reports, probably your sales reports, or your monthly performance review. It could be internal audit summary, it could be your monthly task sef, it could be on any project as a professional. Also as a marketer or any other professional, you can use it as for presenting your marketing pages. Like when you want to launch a product, you can prepare a presentation slide to showcase your product launch, for your brand campaign proposal, market trend chart, etc. And also for in social media, as a social media manager, or you don't necessarily have to be a social media before you can manage your social media yourself, for small businesses. So you can use visuals to tell the story of your brand, to promote your events and the likes. Then also as a, it could be maybe you as an instructor, as a facilitator, you can use visuals when it comes to you preparing your training materials like guides, training slides, workshop contents, just like the slides that I came up with now. So you can use visuals there. So I don't know if you notice one thing about this my slide. So I make sure that I use visuals to communicate each of the areas where you can what, where you can use visuals to what, where you can use visuals. Just like this particular icon now, you can see this is talking about academic. This icon is talking about academic. So, and I'm sure with this icon, I've been able, if not 100%, I've been able like 50 to 60% be able to like engage you guys that I'm talking about academic year. And for this particular icon, this visual, I'm talking about report here, this one marketing, and this one social media. As you can see, we have the social media icons, then training materials. So visuals, another thing I would say, visuals, they are not just for fancy talks, you get. They are not only for social media stuff, all those posts and the likes. You can also use them in your presentation. Yeah, they keeps your audience engaging, you get. So that's that. Moving on to the next slide, which is talking about presentation do's and don'ts. So we have the do's, we have the don'ts. It's more like the pros, yeah, the do's, the don'ts, you get. So when it comes to you presenting your slides, you get, there are what you should do and there are what you shouldn't do. So taking us to the first one, when it comes to you presenting your slides or preparing your presentation slides, make sure you prepare a slide that tell a story, you get, like tell stories. And how do you prepare a slide that tells story? By what? By using visuals, by using images, by using icons, by using charts. All these I'm talking about, I'm going to demonstrate them to you in our practical session. So this particular workshop is not only for theory. We also go through the practical aspect. So I'm going to show you the do's and the don'ts as well, so we can see it for ourselves. So it won't be word of mouth alone. So make sure when you are preparing your slides, make sure you prepare slides that tell a story, you get. Make sure you prepare a slide that tells a story that connects human being to like narratives, you get. Then make sure you use visuals. Also keep your text short on your slides. When you're preparing your slide, make sure your slides has shorter text, you get. Don't bombard your slide with too much text. Aim for key words, like key points. What are the key points that if I put it on my slide, it will engage my audience, you get. It will engage my audience will be able to like easily understand, they will comprehend that this particular this is what this person is talking about. Then another one is one idea per slide. Make sure you don't bombard more than one idea in one slide, you get. Like for example, as a student now, you want to prepare your presentation slide for your final year project. As a student, we have this structure, this is it project structure, yeah, let me call it like that. That we always have the chapter one, chapter two, chapter three stuff, blah blah blah. We have the introduction, background to the study, aim and objective, methodology, method, result, and the likes. And for your final year presentation, you need to like prepare your presentation slide to defend your project. So in a situation whereby you now bombard the introduction, aim and objective, methodology in a single slide, please make sure you avoid something like that. Make sure you use one idea per slide. Let introduction be in one slide. Let aim and objectives be in another slide. You get, because doing this, it will result you to less stress when you are presenting, and also for the audience. So for the don'ts, make sure you don't read word for word when you are presenting your slides, because it will disconnect you from your audience. Try as much as possible to like prepare what you will say. That's the essence of having a speaker note. I'm going to show us during the practical session how you can hide your speaker note from your audience. You can just read from that speaker note instead of reading the key points in your slide. So, and also don't overload your slides. Just like I said, and make sure you keep your text short. Don't overload your slide. Don't put too much information in your slide. Make sure you put just the key information in your slide, because it will disconnect your audience if you overload your slide. And also avoid using low quality images, because using low quality images will what it will make you look unprofessional. So make sure you look for high quality images. There are high quality images on Google, on other website, although some are free while some are not free. You get. And also the last don't here is tiny font and boring colors. Make sure you avoid tiny fonts. Make sure you avoid tiny fonts and boring colors. Make sure you do that, because it's just like, you just imagine you wearing an a hiking boots, you get na, like you want to hike in a mountain or wherever, just like you wearing an hiking boot to a board meeting. That doesn't, like, it's funny. So make sure you use like, don't use tiny fonts and don't use boring colors. There's this saying that I always say that if grandma can't read it, change it. Is Yeah, just like I said, if you know your grandma cannot read it, change it. Make sure you use bold fonts and use like exciting and engaging colors. So that's what I mean in that last don't there. So this now takes us to the next poll here. So after this poll, we will move to the second link. I'm sure we have the second. You can check the community for the second link, or on your email, or your Gmail, or wherever your email app you are using for the second link. So after this poll, we move on to the second link, where I'll be showing you, where we go into the practical stage. So please, let's answer this quiz first. Do you feel that more text makes your presentation more professional? For my presentation so far, I want to see who is with me, who is moving with me, who is with me from the beginning up to this point. Do you think that more text makes your presentation more professional? True or false? Does more text makes your presentation more professional? True or false? Please, let's respond. False, false, false. Thank you, thank you. So we can end this particular session, and we can end this link now and join with the next one, where we'll go to the practical aspect. I'm sure that's what everybody is waiting for. So don't miss out. We can exit this particular link. We can leave this link and join with the next one. Thank you guys. Hello, Kike, you have the floor.
Oh, okay. So thank you so much. Let's move to the second link. I've already dropped it in the community. You see it on the group chat. Please, let's just click on the link and join. Thank you.
What do you think? How is my presentation? Eh? Babe, now. Recording back. Okay. All right. So trying to navigate to the chat box. Okay. So that I can see our responses. Okay. Perfect. So we all we all go for false. Yeah. Let's test make our presentation more professional. So just like I said in the previous slide, that make sure you keep your test short. Aim for keywords and not what and not paragraph. So now to do we really need tea break? Do we really need tea break? You guys can talk, or should I continue? Should we rest a bit, or should we continue?
Well, me, I've eaten rice and fish. I just finished my. People should come.
Okay. All right now. So let's just have a 5 minutes break. But why having our tea, or is it our rice, or is it you taking a nap or stretching? Please, if you don't have Canva, Canva app on your phone. You can download Canva app now. Let me write it down, type it out. See, Canva app. You can download via your Play Store. You are using an Android or your Apple Store. You are using an iPhone or iOS phone. So you can download Canva app on your phone now. So during this our 5 minutes break. So resume back by 5:05. So make sure you download. You can try downloading if you don't have Canva app on your phone. I'm sure we all be wondering what's Canva. In case you don't know what Canva is. Canva is a software for preparing your slides. There are a lot of things you can use Canva to do. You can use it for your social media graphics, like create your logo, your business logo, flyers, posters, banners, video editing, just name it. You can even use it to create a website. Yes, you can use it to create websites, landing page, wherever you want to use it. It's a very powerful tool. Let me pause my recording for a bit. My recording. Okay, so let's move. Please, are we back? Are we done eating our rice and we're going? Please, I need.
Yes,
Khadija,
ma.
are you done eating your rice?
I'm done.
Okay. All right, now let's move on. What do we have here? Yeah, please, if we've not downloaded the Canva, we can do that now before we start the practical class. Okay, so there are so many tools out there when it comes to presentation slides preparation. You can use so many slides, so many tools, so many applications for that. Like life has been so easy now that you can use any tool for that. But I would recommend these four tools to us. You get. So my first recommendation here is Canva. Yeah, that's my go-to, my favorite tool when it comes to designing my slides, designing anything, even video editing. That's what I use most times. Then also PowerPoint is industry standard. PowerPoint is classic. You can go with PowerPoint as well. Then Google Slides. You can use Google Slides as well for collaboration. Then Prezi as well. And there are so many AI tools out there that you can use to prepare your slides. You get, there are so many, like millions of that you can use to prepare your slides. Then these four are my recommendations. So now let's move to our next slide, which is slide design tips. So we need to I need to give you need to know these tips before we start the practical. So that's the essence of this slide design tips. So the first one here, I'm sure you notice that we have different colors. We have colors, 2 to 3 marks. You get. That's what this visual is trying to communicate. That that make sure you what make sure you stick to what 2 to 3 colors when you're preparing your slides, you get. And studies have shown that colors improve recognition by 80%, but never use more than 3 colors per your slide. For your whole slide sef, make sure you don't use more than three three colors. Make sure you don't. So that's the first number one design tip that I'm going to give you, so that I'm giving you today. The second one is your fonts. We call this fonts. You can see a this lettering here. We call it font. So the second design tip is fonts. So fonts are like outfits, you get. They're like your presentation slide outfits. Like this is my text now, breathing room. I use if a excuse me, a font for it, high resolution. All these tests here, they are called fonts. These design tips, they are all called fonts. So make sure you use 1 to 2 max for your what? For your slides. So just like I said earlier that it's not ideal like for you to like say as a corporate employee or a staff, you now wear hiking boots to work or a board meeting. It's not ideal at all. So it's more like if a an outfit, and make sure you what? Make sure you limit the outfit. Make sure you know that this particular font is meant for this particular occasion. This particular outfit is meant for this occasion and the likes. So the third design tip is high resolution. Make sure you use high resolution images, you get. Make sure you use high resolution images when it comes to you using images in your presentation slides. So that's the third design tips. So then the fourth one is breathing room. I'm sure you all be wondering, are we using breathing room in this for when it comes to you preparing slides? But if you look at this icon here, what this is trying to tell you is you can see there are space in between this line. That's what we call breathing room. So what this is trying to communicate is that make sure you give your slide room to breathe. You get. Make sure you give your slide room to breathe. Let me switch to our previous slide and show you. Not this one, not this, not this. If you look at this my slide now, if you look at this my slide now, you see that there is breathing room. There is a space. There's space here, there's a space here, there is a space, and they are even uniform. There is space here, spaces in between your words, you get, in between your text. Make sure you give your text, make sure you give your slides, make sure you give them breathing rooms. Don't now like jam pack everything. You now use this visual, you now put it on top here. So that's the essence of that breathing room. It makes your words, your presentation slide, it makes it readable, it makes it engaging. It gives it like space to breathe, just like I mentioned. So let's now move back. So another design tips that I have for you that is not part of my slides here. So I noted them down. So another thing is make sure you make your slide feel like a movie. Like let it tell a story that moves from one scene to another. That way you'll be able to what? You'll be able to engage your audience. Not like now, you want to tell us about what should I use as an example? You want to tell us about your 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 last vacation to Maldives, or is it to Dubai? So you now have a presentation slide on that. Your first slide is talking about, this is how I checking it on my perfect vacation to Dubai. Let's say that first slide is the title. The second one, it's now showing you that how to prepare rice, you get. Or let's even leave how to prepare rice. Your preparation, your perfect vacation to Dubai, the first title slide. Then the second one, what should be the second one? The second one should be your next what? Your next action. Oh, your perfect vacation to Dubai. Maybe when you get to the airport, you enter the plane, or when you get to your landing port, or your landing port, your destination, you boarded the taxi to the place, or you add this, or you add that, you get. Make sure make sure your slides sync together. That way you'll be able to like engage your audience. Your audience will follow your slides. They will be able to like understand what you're trying to explain, what you're trying to present. So another one I have here, this one is coming. Another one I have here is that make sure another one I have here is that when it comes to you preparing your slide, make sure your key points, not necessarily your key points, what you want to talk about, like the title is always bolded, you get, or the heading is always bolded. What you want people to see first, you get. Like what I just said, my perfect vacation to Dubai. Make sure that my perfect vacation to Dubai is in bold. You get. Make sure it's in bold, it's very big, so that people will see that it will attract people. That will be even be the first thing that will attract people, that oh, this person wants to talk about his perfect our perfect vacation to Dubai. So that's that. So now getting to know Mrs. Canva. Yeah, it's practical time. So but before we move to the practical time, I need to give us body language secrets. We don't really have enough time, but let me just quickly chip in this body language secret. So when you do your presentation, make sure you communicate with your slide as much as possible before you even get to where you want to present, the presentation stage. Make sure you look confident, make sure you stand or sit straight, smile with your eyes, then make sure you point at your slide. Make sure you know your slide very well before you go and present. Please make sure you do that. And another thing I do most time is I always use my mirror. I always practice using my mirror. You get. That way you'll be able to know that, oh, my head is kind of curved, move to one side like that, or you're not standing straight, or you're not smiling, or you're frowning, or your posture is bad, you get. Please, you can practice with your mirror. It could be your bathroom mirror or any other mirror you want to use. So that's for that. So now to getting to know Mrs. Canva. So if you know you have Canva on your phone, you can open your Canva, so that we can get started with knowing Miss Canva. So I'll be showing you through the Canva home page and also the page editor. So I will be walking us through these two. So but before that, so there are so many approaches to use Canva when it comes to you preparing your slides, your presentation slides. Number one is you can decide to like create from scratch. You get. You can decide to like create from scratch, like maybe as a graphic designer, you don't need any expo, you don't need any theme you want to use or template. As a guru that you are, or you have a lot of time, you want to explore, you get. You can decide to like create from scratch, but I don't always advise this first approach. So for this second one, designing with templates, so you can use Canva themes, Canva templates to create your presentation slides. That one is very easy, like very, very easy. It will save time, save your effort, save your energy. You already have predefined templates to use. So that one is easier than you trying to like create from what? from scratch. So that's that. Then you can also mix templates. This using multiple templates is talking about you mixing templates. You can use more than one template for designing your presentation slides. I'll show you how to do that. So you can use that, you can use it. And how do you do that? Let me just cite an example before showing us it, before demonstrating. You get. So let's say I have a template now. I have a template. I select a template. I choose a template in Canva. But I don't really like some of the slides there. You can decide to change the slide to another slides in another template. I'm sure all this is already looking like magic to us, but I will show you. No be magic. So now to the practical aspect of Canva. So if you have Canva on your phone, please you can open it now. If you have Canva on your phone, you can open it. If you don't have Canva, you can download it. And yeah, so when you open your Canva, you will be welcomed with the home page. So this is Canva home page. We have the create tool. This is where you can create create sheets, documents, whiteboards, your presentation, photo editors, videos, websites, etc. Sorry, please. Okay. So we have the home page, we have the project. Project is talking about existing projects, the projects you've worked on. So this particular project, it manages the project on your Canva, the template as well. This is what I'm talking about, you using themes. You using templates, already designed one for your presentation slides. You don't have to stress yourself. You don't have to go through the stress of creating from scratch anymore. So you just have to like, oh, this is what I want. You can just search, oh, maybe it's for school presentation. I just search for, okay, school presentation. So Canva is going to like narrow all the templates down to your search term. You get. You can see now we have templates relating to school presentation, school projects, welcome to school, blah blah blah. The like, so you can just like select the one that you want that suits your needs. So that's for that. Let me close this. So we have the brand. This brand is talking about when you want to like set your brand colors or brand logos. This is just to ensure consistency. So you can decide to like, oh, select a particular brand color, brand font for your business or for whatever you want to use it to do. Can also do that. Yeah, one amazing thing about Canva is it has AI embedded in it. You get. It has AI. Please hope you guys can still hear me because it's looking like my network. Okay, okay, okay.
Yes, we
So
can hear you.
okay, so one good thing about Canva is that it has AI embedded in it, just like Meta AI, ChatGPT. So you can just describe your idea, and let's say you need a school presentation for your slides for your presentation. You can just describe your idea. Hello, my name is Kiniko Kiniko. Um, I'm a student of this and I need presentation slide for this. After searching for this, after typing your request, then you can click design for me. It's going to design for you. You can also use it to like create an image. Describe the kind of image you want. You can use it to describe the image. So these are the existing things that I've used in the past these are what I've used. I've asked this AI to do for me, and it did it successfully. Like for this now, I just describe, oh, help me generate an image. I need the this is my okay picture of Ogun from this video design, and it's generated these images for me. Those are one of the amazing things about Canva. So then we have apps that are integrated also in Canva. So we have the audio and video voiceover, we have marketing, you can edit videos, you can edit videos, you can style your text, project management and the likes. So I'm sure we all be wondering that all these tools that I've been showing you guys, are they free? um some are free, some are not free. You get, but all the same, the free version, you can use the free version to achieve wherever you want to achieve. Just that you might see some templates that interest you, that are not like that are not free, that are pro version. So what is left for you is to like use the resources you have. You have to like improvise and the likes. So that's the only disadvantage of, which I won't call disadvantage, when it comes to you using Canva. So that's that. So I want to show us a particular template that I downloaded. So yeah, to show you the design tips, the slide design tips that I told us about. So you can see that this particular slide is talking about food menu for a particular business. This is about a restaurant. You can see, and if you notice that they use, if you check throughout this particular slide, they did not use more than three fonts. They did not use more than three fonts. And if you see the color sef, you can count like one or two to three colors there. That's what makes your presentation engaging. You get, it makes your audience connect with your presentation slides. So that's just the essence. So moving to, let me go back to my slide. What's the next thing here? Okay. Now to our now to our practical. Please, I need us to like pay attention. 'Cause so before lest I forget, so if you need the pro version, or maybe when I'm done with the practical, I'll just give us this valuable information. So since we have students here and we have professionals here, so I'll be showing us how to create presentation slides as a student and also as a professional. That's if we have enough time sha. But let's start with the student case study. Let me open one of the documents that I have here. Okay, this is the case study I prepared for student presentation slide. So just imagine that you are a student, you get, and you're a student and you are asked to like work on a project titled um work on a project titled sustainability on campus. You get, that's the project title. And the project overview is to promote sustainability on campus by implementing practices that reduce environmental impact. We have the objective, sustainability initiative, and the goal is to like what is to present your project findings and plans using 4 slides in Canva, and also include your group name and group members in the title slide. Just imagine as a student you are given this particular project. So if you are wondering what this sustainability is all about, it's more like a way to make your school campus more eco-friendly through practical initiatives. You get. So I'm going to start with the design slide preparation. So One key point I want us to note is before you start preparing your slide, before you start preparing your slide, number one is you need to plan. Please, if you have our notes there, you can note them down now. All these things that I'm about to say, they are not on the power, they are not on the slides, presentation slides. The first thing is plan. Okay, I'm being given this particular project now. I'm being given this project. It's not like you now say, oh, let me open Canva, let me start preparing. No, you waste your time. You won't finish in a day. You start with that. And even if you finish in a day, it will take your energy, your effort and all that. In order to make your job easier and faster, the best thing is start with planning. Okay, I'm being given a project on sustainability on campus. Okay, and you guys, you and your team members, you came up with a write up, maybe using a Word document. You get, you already highlighted the goal, the objective, the initiatives. You get, you already highlighted all these things that I mentioned. Let's say these are the outcome from your research, and I have all these here now. So the next thing you are going to do is to identify the key points that you are going to what, that you are going to include in your slides. Don't put everything in your write up in your slide. For example, as a student, you want to defend your final year project. You have introduction, aim and objective, methodology, results, blah blah blah. You have your project, or you have your project chapter 1 to 5 now. So you now want to defend. You know, you won't, it's not possible to like put everything in that your write up in your slide. The next thing is for you to like plan. Okay, let me start. This is my introduction. This is my chapter 1 now. What are the key points? What do I think that if I put in my slide, it will wow my audience? It will earn me mark when I'm presenting. My supervisor, my external, what do we call them? External examiners. When they see it, they'll be like, wow, it will engage them. They'll be like, oh, this person knows what he's talking about. Like you even be able to like confidently be able to defend it that, oh, this particular key point in this introduction, I can confidently defend it, and it's the key points in my introduction. I like the key points for your introduction. I like the key point for your aim and objectives. I liked it. You can shorten it. Remember one of our do's when it comes to presentation do's and don'ts. Keep your text short. Keep your text short. Use keywords instead of paragraphs. So that's for that. So we now have this our case study here. We have this our project title, sustainability on campus. That's the project title. We all know that for all presentation slide, you definitely have a project title. You definitely have a title slide. It's very, very important. It's not like you visiting my house now. You now enter, you did not lock, you did not knock my door. I'll just look at you like this, babe, who is this person? Even if I know it, I'll just be looking at you, babe, what's wrong with this? Ah, what's wrong with this person now? So courtesy demand that knock, hello, gbogbo le o, hello, good evening o. So your good evening is used to like represent your, that's your title. Title is what you use to represent, good evening everybody o, I'm here o, good evening AY o, good evening Kike o, good evening Khadija o, and I enter your house o, you get. So that's more like your title. So you need your title slide. So you need to identify your notepad. Let's say you have your notepad now here. Let me see if I can get my notepad, or you can use your Word document as well. Use your Word document as well. Or if it be your notebook, you can get a paper and pen. You can use your notebook, you can use the notepad on your phone to highlight the slides or the key points that you want to put in your slide. You can start with, oh, my first slide will be, slide 1 will be title, project title. You get, these are the planning stage oh. It's not like you now start preparing your slide like that. No, you have to plan. You don't design first before you plan. You get. So you highlight your what you want, the content you want to be in each of your slide first. We have slide one, which entails the project title, and this my project title. Sorry, this slide one will be the title slide. You get, and this title slide will entails what, my project title, my group name, and what, and group members. That's what you want to be in this first slide. Then slide two, you realize that we have the project overview here. We can just put project overview. Okay. And for this project overview, you want your goal and objectives, you get, to be there. You have slide three. This is just an example. You may have like write up to like 10 pages. So we have slide three. We have sustainability initiatives. That's what I want this slide to entail. And you already have all these key points there. Can put, okay, for this one you want to mention recycling program, bike sharing program, and reducing paper use, you get. So so you can decide to, not even you can decide, it's very very important to put your thank you slide. Very very important. It's more like you coming to my house after giving you food, giving you rice, giving you a going. You now not say thank you. You now leave my house without saying thank you or goodbye. It's very wrong. So we have slide for which is thank you. You thank your audience for what? For listening. So this one will be thank you slide. You can decide to make it, oh, let's just make it thank you slide. And what will be there? Thank you for listening. So I've highlighted all the points that I want to be in my in my slide. So the next thing is now for me to like start preparing my slide. So I'm sure you already noticed that I've included the it here. So just imagine. I remember when we were in undergraduate then. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can testify to this. When we were in undergraduate, this is the slide we used to present to, because we don't even always use the key ourselves. We just, oh, this is the project name. They have my title, group name, group members, project overview, my goal objective without putting any visual. It's just hello, good morning everybody, good morning sir. This is my something, this is my, without any visual. Sustainability initiatives too. You just put the point, no visual, no icon, no images. Hello. Then we have the conclusion. So I'm going to what? I'm going to turn this ugly slide. Not necessarily ugly slide, sha. So I'm going to turn this ugly slide to a pretty one. So another thing I want us to note is that you see, using visual is not about art. Maybe some people might think that, oh, it's meant for really graphic design. At times, using visuals, it aids understanding. Just like we said, that picture speaks louder than words. I prefer seeing images compared to seeing paragraphs when it comes to slides. You get, because it comprehends the idea that you're trying to like communicate to me. So that's that. So enough of me talking. Let's start our business now. So let me start from let me go back to my home. In case you want to practice it on your own. So just go after you downloading your Canva, go to your, yeah, obviously you see your home. What's wrong with my network? Okay. So I'll need to switch to my. Okay. So you have your home. What will you design today? Obviously, I want to design a presentation. Then you click on presentation. If you are using your phone, it won't move, it won't shift you to navigate to a new tab. You know it's your phone. This is my laptop. I'm using my laptop. Okay, so I have where I where I'm going to do the magic here now. So this is where I'm going to do the magic. So we have your presentation. So you can name your presentation slide here as okay, group A, maybe group A presentation. Let's just name it something like that. Group A presentation. So I have my blank slide here. It's not like you opening your PowerPoint and you see a blank page, blank slide on your PowerPoint. That's how it is in Canva as well. So the next thing is you see your design. If you are using your phone, all these tools here, you see it at the bottom. But because I'm using my laptop, that's why you can see it as my left hand side here. The left hand side of my laptop rather. So you select design. You want to use templates for your design. You want to use templates. So what do I want to design? Okay, I want to design I want to prepare presentation slide for my school group project. So you have the search bar that you can search. Okay, I need template on school group project. So
I
once I
have to
already
water.
search,
Hello, Miriam. Hope you are rounding up. We have just 15 minutes left.
yeah, we should be able to. I should be able to do this in within the next 10 minutes.
All right.
Or LOY, can we create another link? LOY.
Okay, but let's just try and so just finish up in this 2 hour session. So I can create a new link.
All right, let's wait and see. So we have the school group project. So in case you want to prepare presentation for maybe thesis, your thesis presentation, you can search sales report. It will bring it. Anything you bring it, you narrow all the templates down. It will narrow all the templates down here to what you want, your search term. Let me write sales report. You see, it has already given me suggestions. So you can see you have so many templates for the sales report. All you have to do is select and customize to your own taste. So I don't know if you notice that you can see this crown here. That's all. Any template you see that has this crown sign here, they are all pro themes. They are all pro templates. So you need to like upgrade to pro version. So one thing I want to say before, I wanted to say something about you upgrading to pro version. So for UnleashHer, we are giving a discount price of 1,000 naira for a weekly subscription for Canva. So if you are interested, you can meet with Kike Lomo Ayomide. So you can just get the information, you can probably ask for the account details, then they will give you access to the Canva Pro for a month. So you can see now there are so many templates here, so many nice templates here that they are pro version. That if you have a pro version, you can access them. You get, but why I'm able to have access to all this is because I'm able to use them is because I'm using pro version. So let's go back to our school project report, school group project. So I have the school group project. Let's look for which theme are we going to use. Which theme are we going to use? Before selecting a theme, Meta AI, ChatGPT, other LLM models like DeepSeek and Co. They can also help you in knowing, okay, what are the visuals that I can put on each of these my slides. You can just go to Meta AI or ChatGPT or DeepSeek and say, oh, I'm a student, this is the project I'm being given, this is what the project entails, blah blah blah, and these are my slides. ChatGPT can come up with your slide structure for you. You can even come up with suggest visual ideas that you can put on each of those slides to make your slide preparation faster and easier for you. You get. So let's look for project. I think we can use this. Okay. So we have this now. We have a particular template. We have other templates too, but let's use this one. So we can apply to all pages. Okay, so this is what I want to use. So you can start your design here. Okay, this is, you can move back to your notepad. This is slide one. Slide one is for is title slide, and it entails my project title, group name, and group work and group members. So you can decide to put your school logo here, depending. Let's say the name of my school is University of Ibadan, or it could be your company logo as well, anyhow you want it. Then the next thing is what? Now this I'm already customizing my this particular thing to suit my need. So what's the title of my project? Sustainability on campus. And decide to copy and paste. Then let me make this particular one sustainability. Okay. So you can use this middle edge to like drag it so that it will fill a particular line. Sustainability. And make this on. Then this one can be campus. You can also decide to change the color. But let me do what I want to do first. Let me finish the editing first. Presentation by project project group A. So you need your project group members. So let me explain what I just did. This is project group A. So you will notice that there are tools here that you can use. Either you want to delete it, or you want to duplicate, or you want to lock, or you want to comment, or you want to use magic write. So but for this particular one, instead of me coming to this text, there's this text tool here that you can use to what? To add a new text. Let me show us. You can see add the heading, add the sub heading. Let me add it. You can see when you click on it, it's going to automatically add. So you can decide to do this manually by coming here, or just duplicate, then move it here to be on the same line. What do I want to put here? Project. Then you edit project members. Who are my project members? Kike Lomo. Can duplicate this again. That. Then you can still duplicate this. Then Khadijat. So these are my project members. So enough for it to like be uniform, like words here should be uniform with words here to maintain consistency. This presentation bar you can duplicate and move it here. Then write group members. So I'm going to delete this and put group member. Then the most amazing thing about Canva is instead of you moving this was one by one here, moving it here to the same line to align one by one, you can decide to group all and move it under these group members. So how do you do that? Let me undo what I've done so far. Okay, so I'm going to select Kike Lomo, then enter shift on my laptop, then select Rashida, select Khadija, then you can see group two here, then group, then you can move them to the same line with this. So that's a sustainability on campus. So the next thing we can do is to change this image. So changing this image, that means you need an image for your for this particular that relates that resonates with this your title. You can search on Google for images like sustainability on campus. I'm very sure Google is going to give you thousands of images relating to this. And Canva can also do that for you through their element tool. Just come to their element tool, search for sustainable. I already searched for it. Just search for sustainability on campus. Then select, can search on. I already selected it. So you can see we have graphics talking about sustainability. We have photos talking about sustainabilities. So you can select one. Then we have videos, we have audios. Whichever you want. That's the powerful tool for elements. So let's select John Shelby, select. You need campus. You need a campus. And just select this. So when you click on it, it's automatically going to like move here. So I have this my image now. Can decide to like reduce the size and move it here. Okay. So how will this my image get here? There are two ways to do it. Either you move this image into this particular image, it's going to automatically override it. Or let me undo, or just delete this particular image. This image has a frame. How did this frame, how will you be able to like get this frame, or how did you end up come up with this frame? Frame allowed you to like control your image. So thanks to this element as well, you can search for frames here, so as to be able to control your images, your content and the likes. Just search for frames. It's going to give you a lot of frames here. Frames, mockups, graphic, photos and the likes however you want it. So we have the frame. So you can just automatically put the image in the frame. So we have my image here on sustainability on campus. You can also decide to change the colors on this particular slide. Just click on this box, then select the color tool to show you the color palette here where you can change colors. I can decide to change my color to maybe to blue. Then okay, I want this one to be blue. You get. So you can customize the theme however you want it to be to suit your taste or to suit your needs. So that's that. Sorry, what is wrong? Okay, I want to change the color. So there's no need for you designing from scratch. So you can just automatically like customize theme to your taste. Okay, sustainability on campus. We've already achieved this now. We have we have 3 minutes to go. Can you like come up with another
Yes, I've
session.
posted a new link for 30 minutes session.
I think we can move there so that we can continue. Yes, let's exit this meeting and go to the next one. Okay, welcome back. So I will continue now. So we are done with this slide here. So you can decide to do any customization however you want to be. So but because of time, I won't be able to like take us through. So we are done with the first slide. So the second one is for project overview. And it will include goal and objectives. So let me see the second template. So one thing I used to do is I used to like check through the pages of the content that I apply to this my presentation stuff and see, okay, with this particular slide here, will it suit or will it meet what I want for this particular slide? So one thing I do is I just look through. Okay, can I use this? Can I use this for my goal and objectives? So another thing we can do is to use Meta AI or ChatGPT. They will definitely help us on that. So for me, there is no page or there's no slide there that interests me. Sha. So one thing I do is I have my title page here. So one thing I do is I right click on this page, then I add a new page, add page. So the next thing I will now do, I will now go back to that design where I saw that template. I will now go back and search for what do I need. I need templates for what? For goal and objectives. So I'll just search goal and objectives, and I'm sure it's going to like bring it instead of me wasting my time. Goal and objectives. It's going to show you like templates that I've used like that have goal and objective slides. So just select one. Okay, which one has goal and objectives? There's no goal and objectives here. You can just easily move goal and objective. You can use this or this. So let me just, because of time, we can decide to use we can decide to use this. So then we replace this about company to goal. We have goal. Then replace this with the headings. Replace the headings. Replace this with objectives. You don't need this, right? can delete it. You can either delete it or just leave it as what, as more like a design here, or look for an image. You get? So however you want. Then the goal. Let me go back to document and copy the goal and paste the goal. This is the goal of this particular project, and the objectives. You can see that we have three objectives here. So how do we now do this now? And they are in points. There are two ways to do it. There are two ways to do it. Either to use elements or to use lists. You want to use lists. Highlight this particular text, then clear it. So there are tools here that you can use. You have lists. Click on this list, then it's going to like automatically change to list. Let me show you the first example. Reduce waste, reduce waste generation, encourage eco-friendly. So let me paste. You can see now. So let's go back, enter, then the next one. Just need to like clear, enter. You can also zoom so I'll be able to see it very well. You can also zoom using this zoom option here. Then change the alignment. This is where you change the alignment. And decide to put it at the center, or make it at the make align it to the right, or justify, or to the left. So you can decide to leave it like this. Let me reduce. You can decide to leave it like this, or design design it. And how do you do that? Go to elements, search for shapes, can select any shape that you want. See, just click on it. This shape will automatically inherit the color on this particular slide. So just reduce it and reduce it as you want, however you want it to be. Then you type, just double click on that shape. It's going to show you the text editing automatically. Just put maybe my first objective is um, 01. This is my first objective. Can duplicate instead of writing the second time. This is my second objective. Then highlight it, then edit. Can duplicate this one again. My third objective, number 3. This is my third objective. So just move this one here. Can leave this here, put this here. Can decide to delete this now because I don't think it's necessary anymore. But let me just reduce the size. So instead of you moving all these one by one to this place, click on this, then click on shift. Another thing, if you are using your system, sorry, if you are using your phone, you know that we don't have shift key on our phone. Click on the item, then you see more too for that particular item. That's the first thing you can do to select multiple. Or you just click on this more here. I'm not sure. How you select um if you use your phone, you see the select. How I wish I can switch to my phone. Just select, then press your shift key, click on the next item, click on the next one. Then this group too will automatically show. Then click on group. So you'll be able to like easily move these multiple items to another position. So then we now have reduce waste generation. Okay, so I'm going to cut this. I don't need them anymore. Or before you cut, you can just change them from list. Oh, I don't want list anymore. You guys, I don't want list anymore. You can undo. So I want them as tests. So you want them as tests, then you have to like split them. Highlight those you don't want as first list, then cut. So I've cut it, then I want to move this one to the first one. You've cut, the next thing is to paste. So I have my item here. Or another good thing you can do is to just duplicate like 3 times, then remove where the point that you don't want to be there. You get. Let me just remove this. Encourage eco-friendly. It's promote that I want. Okay. Promote is 3. Let me remove this promote now from these two. We now have two. We have this. We have this. So the next thing is to increase. You can either increase the font, just you check the font for this particular one. Just like I said, make sure your fonts are uniform. This one is 28. Can make this ones to 28. Instead of selecting all these text one by one and increasing their font size, you can select in multiple and reduce and increase their font size to 28. You can see. Then the font as well. Anything, any tools that you can, anything you select, any item you select, like if you select multiple items now, you can do a lot of customization on them at the same time. So I'm going to select popping for all the popping fonts for all these three now. So okay, so let me move it to this particular number, the first point, this second one, this third one. This is objective one: reduce waste generation, encourage eco-friendly transportation, and promote digital over paper usage. Make sure they are aligned, the same line, the same vertical alignment and the likes. Another way you can design or customize this template is to use images for each of these objectives. But in order to do that, you need to remove central this central image here for that, but we are not going to do that today. So let's just change this image here. So what can we use? Students aim to promote sustainability on campus by implementing. Okay, let me just search for campus environmental. You can use any search term. Impact. You can decide to change it as well if you are not okay with the result. Okay, we have the result. Okay, I think you can use this. You can use this anyhow you want. Let's just select. Let's select any image here. Let's use this. So I have the image. Next thing is for me to like crop it, pull it inside. So you can, just like I explained, to pull it inside, you can try to pull it inside or delete this one. You can see that this particular image has frame. So it's very easy for you to like what? To clip another image inside to override it. So let me just clip. If you place it above the previous image, it's going to override it. Can see that now we have the image here, and it's talking about, okay, this is the goal and objective. It's talking about sustainability. As you can see, the waste generate picking environmental, you are doing environment, the students are doing environmental, they are picking the waste in the environment, the school campus. So that's for that. For this slide 3 now, so we are almost done. For this slide 3, we have sustainability initiatives, recycling program. For the sustainability initiatives, what are the initiatives that you can make to achieve this eco-friendly campus? You can use recycle program initiative, bike sharing, reducing paper use. You can see that all these points here, all these what con here, they are points. They are more like points, they are lists. So all you have to do is, okay, what are the visuals? How can I like design this particular slide here? You can use Meta AI. Okay, what are the visuals? What are the visuals I can put in this particular slide? So we are not going to use AI here. We are just going to like just randomly think of something. Okay, so we have slides. So you can just remember you have pages for your initial slides. You don't need this anymore. But you can still retain it. You never can tell it. You might need it. What are the slide I can use? Can I use this? This, this. I need 3 points. You can actually use this. But there is no image because you need to like show the solution. You are trying to like provide a solution for this to make your campus sustainable. So your audience needs to like see like visuals of, oh, this is what they're trying to communicate. This is what recycling program is talking about. This is reducing paper use is talking about to get. So you can decide to use these bets. It's not ideal. You can decide to leave it. Do it. It's your choice. But I would say you should use visual for this kind of slide. So let me delete this page. Do we need this? No. You can use this as well. You can just use icon to represent it. So let me retain this. Then we now see which the one we can use between the two. Question session, thank you. Can just delete this. You don't need it. Delete this. Then you can just leave it as temp. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Then you can increase, change the side. Yeah, let's just leave this one for now and move to what we are talking about. We don't need this one too. So one thing I do is I just go through, just delete what I don't need, so that I don't waste my time. Then, oh, what's the easiest way I can use like to achieve this my slide? Then you can decide to put your table of content too. Put, oh, you want to talk about project, initiative, the goal, objective. You can decide to put it there. You customize however you want. Let me delete. Let me delete this introduction as I don't need it. So I have the goal. Remember when I said you should not use one of the design tips, that make sure you use 2 to 3 colors max. You can see that here now we have blue and black. Then here we have that same blue but different shade of blue here too. That's what makes your presentation slide unique. So I want to use this for this sustainability initiatives. I want to use it. So I'm going to edit the heading, sustainability initiatives. So let me put the edge here. Initiatives. Yeah, exactly. So the first one here is what? Recycling program. I'm going to edit this to recycling program. Oops. So just expand it so that it's going to bike sharing, bike sharing program. Bike sharing program. Okay. It has moved to the next line. Just pull it. and move it to the center of this particular box or shape. We have the next slide is the next point is reducing paper use. Reducing paper use. So okay, just expand this in the middle and drag this one to the middle. Another way you can do it, instead of you like manually dragging and dragging, if you want to put this particular text in the middle of this box now to make them align, just click on this text first, then click on shift, then click on the box. If you are using your phone, click on this text first. There's a tool in more, you see select multiple. Click on that select multiple and then click on this. That select multiple is what replace this shift key on my own laptop. So just go to this see more, then you see position, select position, middle, center. You can see that it's already at the middle and already at the center. Let's try for this bike share. Shift, then select position. Can still click on center. So it has centralized it. Let's do for this reducing paper size. Click on it, put at the center. Exactly. So the next thing is the images. So I'm going to search for images for recycling program. Like I mentioned, you can search on Google. Oh, recycling program images or images to represent recycling program. You get exactly. Maybe you can even put recycling program on campus to be specific. AI can also generate it for you. So you can see there are thousands of images here that you can use recycling program. Thousands of images. You can just select hmm, which one should we use? And just click on one, then right click, then you can copy the image and paste directly to Canva. Sorry, let me go back to okay, this is it. Then click on Control V. It's going to paste it directly. So then reduce the size. So can either crop it here. You can see either clip it here or delete that image. So you can see now using that frame will help you to like it will help you to control this image however you want. So let me just increase the width of this, put it here. Okay, then increase this one as well, then increase to align. Then the bike sharing program, I'm going to search for bike sharing program pictures. Okay, there are thousands of photos there for bike sharing programs. Okay, or you can just remove this program and just look for bike sharing. So you can replace this. So far it's talking about bike sharing. So people can easily understand that oh, this person is talking about bike. When you see bike, you're able to know oh, this is what this person is talking about. Then reducing paper use. Let's see if Canva is going to give us something like reducing paper use. Reducing reuse recycle. You can use this as well. You can use graphics. reduce stress, reduce paper. Which one should we use? Wait, I think I saw stop plastic. This one is talking about us. Mhm. Mm, I can just remove this. It does not necessarily have to bring this. Using paper is so you can just use paper to represent that. And I'm going to clip it here. So I'm going to increase the size. So that's this is talking about the sustainability initiative. You can also use icon. Let's say I have my recycling something here, the recycling program, certain bike sharing program here. You can search for icons online. You can search for icons online on maybe on free pick. Just search for free pick online on splash.com. What is flat icon 8? Excuse me. It's going to give you icons that you want. Just search for it. Search for your the icons that you want. Give the particular website the search item. Then it's going to like narrow down your results for you. So because of time, I won't be able to like show us the for the icons as well. So but let me just delete this since we don't need it. And the thank you. So for the thank you, let me see if I can see a thank you. This is graphics. So thank you. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Can I use this, please? Thank you. Avatar. Mm, 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 mm. See all. Can see all as well. So I don't know. Can use this. Or also search on your Google. Students saying thank you. Enter. Mm-hmm. It's going to narrow it down to you. And get it down for you. So we can leave this. So shock. Yeah, we can use this. Let me delete this and replace with this. Thank you. So one good thing about this is you can change the color. So I'm going to change this to white, black. Okay. Which color should I change it? Hmm. Let's leave it as leave it as this. This is cool as well. You can change the color. We have blue. Let me change this to blue back for consistency because we use blue in other slides. Yeah. So we have blue here. Okay. I need to change this. We need to round up so that we can take questions. Blue. So just like I said that if you are interested in the pro version, we are we are giving a discount price of 1,000 naira. Get something you can get for 3,000 naira. So we are giving a discount of 1,000 naira. That's the monthly subscription. So if you are interested, you are a student or professional, and trust me, it's not only presentations that you can use oneself Canva for. You can use it to design your business logo, your flyers, your poster, your banners as well. So so we are done with this um slide now. It would have been if there and if there is time, I would have showed the professionals too, excuse me, how to prepare slides for their report. I already prepare a document for it, but because of time, I won't be able to do that. So, but as a professional, there are templates you can use to do that. Just search for, oh, I want to do a slide on sales report or product launch or product proposal. It's going to give you a lot of templates that you want. So you just select particular templates that you want. And I also want us to remember that you can change change templates within templates. Because if you are not okay with a particular slide in a template, you can decide to delete it and select a particular another template. You get, or another page or slide in another template. So that's that. So we are done with this now. Let me now move back to my presentation slide. Please, are you following me? Hope I've not bored everybody. Hello, are you guys with me? Okay, so the next thing on our slide now is, so now is now quiz time. So from what I've done so far and from your knowledge, which do you think is better for a presentation background? Is it a busy pattern background or a solid background color? If you know the answer, you can just comment on the chat box. Do you feel is your choice a busy pattern background like this for a presentation background or this solid background? Please just comment. Okay, solid background. So I'm done with my presentation now. So you can decide to present directly from Canva. You can decide to decide to present your full screen from Canva, or you can download as PDF, as PPT, or and also you can add speaker notes. So that's basically all. Thank you. AY, you have the floor. Hello, AY.
Okay. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you so much, Miriam. Let's appreciate our tutor at least for the past 2 hours plus. She has been taking us through the practical and theoretical session. So in the comment section or through our emojis, let's appreciate Miriam and Kikelomo, who started off as the moderator, bringing people in and ensuring that these communications went through. So in the next 3 minutes, as a to round off, we're introducing like a Canva Pro workshop. So you saw the way we had to like quickly rush through. We can't just you can't learn something under or be a professional under like 2 hours. So this is the beginners phase for this workshop. There will be a Canva boot camp for anyone interested, and we'll learn more even about this presentation. So we had to like rush through. We definitely know that slide is not just under it's not for slides, so we're going to go deeper. Like this, it will not be a day session. It will be 2 to 3 days workshop. We'll learn, and we know Canva is not just presentation. We have social media managers, we have graphic designers, so we'll learn even how to master layouts, create flyers and social media posts, and even how we will do like branding and customization. So that will be in the Canva Pro workshop. So we are going to start off. We have like limited slots, and but the program workshop will take place in September. But and we have like a fee for it. More information will be passed in the community page, or we'll send like an email to all registered participants. But the earlier the better, because we have like a basic fee of 5,000, but there's early bird of 3,000, and automatically all community members are early bird members, no matter even when you register in the last day in September. So we'll pass more information around for this Canva bootcamp for anyone interested. So yes, thank you once again everyone for joining. Thank you for taking our time, for staying till the end. Thank you, Miriam, once again for your lecture, for the presentation. Thank you, Idayat. Thank you, Kike Lomo. Thank you, Muturayo, Rashida. Thank you, Tayo, Christiana. Thank you to everyone who joined, and we'll see us in the next workshop.